have been talking for 5 years, and she said a lot of things. You talk about her weight, and how you body shame her. Well, he's a horrible man and he's a dick, right? My husband would never talk about my weight.
But he'll lie to you. He will lie to your face.
Big lies.
He'll also disrespect you and your family on TV.
Bearing your children, you would never even think to say those things.
How do you know?
Yeah. Elizabeth never thought Andrei would think to keep from her that he lost $75,000 of their money. And he did.
Just saying.
You think that my husband's a horrible person?
After Elizabeth confronts Loren about possibly calling Andrei a horrible person, something Loren denies,
I think he can be a dick, and I'm telling you that.
Elizabeth seemingly attempts to burst Loren and Alex's image as a happy couple by revealing Alex's alleged private remarks about Loren's body. But then Elizabeth compares it to Andrei's public disrespect toward her. And honestly, I'm not sure how fair this comparison is. Yes, if Alex body shamed Loren, that's not okay, and there's no excuse. But is your husband betraying your trust better?
I know it's there's a jealousy problem.
Andrei, jealous of what? Jealousy is nothing but a convenient excuse here. If you tell yourself everyone's jealous, you'll never have to face the possibility that maybe you're the problem.
I'm treating her like bad.
Look who's talking.
He's a horrible man and he's a dick.
This reminded me of something I've seen in my own life recently. People can argue about a situation, and regardless of what is objectively true, some people will never actually see the truth because their egos are on such defense. Let's talk about it.
It's Malicia.
Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Malicia. I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. To those of you who have written such supportive comments, I send that love right back to you. I hope it shows up in your life tenfold. Your encouragement is truly helpful. I appreciate it.
Darcy Anna Jones is here.
Oh, Anna Jones, what's up?
Yeah, you guys look sharp.
Darcy picked the wrong outfit again this episode. She pulled on a fur to go boar tracking, when she's supposed to blend in with the trees, not the animal. Look at how Georgie's dad is looking at her. Is that a Birkin? And is she wearing those Chanel boots in the forest? Darcy, if she's worried about looking expensive, there's a way to still do that while dressing for the occasion. I don't know, is Darcy trying to prove something to Georgie's parents or us?
Just be careful, the hunting dogs don't jump on you because you look like a boar.
They'll get excited.
Wow, she does.
Maybe I make like a sounding call to like scare them off, like.
Oh, now it's giving crow. Once Darcy gets in the woods.
What the? Get me out of here.
She is pure comedy.
Take it off. Quick, 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 quick. I feel something crawling up.
Yeah, you take all the bugs from the leaves.
Shake it out, shake it out.
Georgie's dad is like, maybe you should lace your shoes. And I agree. Is that a fashion choice too? For those of you who don't know, boar tracking, which is what they're doing, focuses on finding and following wild boars. The goal is more locating and monitoring than killing.
It's from the boars.
Oh, and chewing on it? Like
Yeah.
like chew, like gnaw, like.
No.
Like that.
Darcy and these sound effects.
No.
I would love to know what Georgie's dad is thinking right now. Fast forward, they come across some boar droppings.
It's a small animal. Because when I poop, it's like little pellets, like.
What?
Darcy just told the whole world she's constipated. At first, I wondered why she didn't stay at the house to bond with Georgie's mom and let him have some time with his dad, since it's been 13 years. But then again, maybe Georgie didn't want Darcy telling his mom any more of their business. As we can see, she doesn't have much of a filter. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it at times. But for Georgie, it's a risk. Earlier in the episode, Georgie told Darcy he was upset that she brought up some of their marital issues to his mom and broke down crying in front of his parents. Because it's been so long since his parents have seen him, and he doesn't want them to think he's a failure.
Because if your marriage is failure, then you're failure, and you don't want to disappoint somebody.
especially your parents.
While I disagree with that belief that if your marriage fails, you're a failure, because there are some people who bounce back from divorce better than ever, I do know it's a common feeling people have. And I appreciate seeing this vulnerable side of Georgie. I haven't always thought the best of Georgie. For the most part, I've always seen him as someone who is possibly using Darcy and has ulterior motives.
Hey, sugar babies.
But these past few episodes, watching him in Bulgaria, I'm seeing a genuine side to him, especially when he talks about his parents.
For example, I go to United States and I knew I'm gonna stay there. And that was like kind of hurtful for them.
And so all this pressure is on me now.
I have to prove that I make the right decision.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, I feel like Georgie is giving us more insight into why it took him so long to return home. He and Darcy have talked about how growing up, he was somewhat of the golden child. Genius Georgie, Darcy called him. So now, it's seeming like that early praise shaped his fear of looking like a failure. He seems to have spent years avoiding people or holding back, worried he wouldn't live up to that image. But the truth is, often the people who matter the most just want you. Like his mom, whose hug last episode said it all. I think it might be helpful for Georgie to accept that little genius version of himself that he was so proud of being still exists inside. It's him, before life lifed. I think accepting that will help Georgie stop reaching outward to prove his worth and give himself some grace for being human.
I get here and some things were set up, but still boxes everywhere and she still needed help. So I got here. Can you help me? Sure. When am I gonna say no?
So you helped Yara. Why not leave it at that? Loren, it sounds like you're being a little messy. Moving on, Loren, Alex, Libby, Andrei, Yara, Jovi, the whole forced Florida friend group are at Yara's launch party for her dog luxury accessories brand. And after Loren vents to Elizabeth about helping Yara set up, Libby takes his time to confront Loren about something she allegedly said while she and Andrei were in Moldova.
I recently spoke with Yara and she shared with me that when they went on their double date, Alex and Loren went behind my back and said all these mean things about my husband.
Because your husband is mean. Libby asked Loren did she call Andrei a horrible person, which is something she claims Yara told her. Loren says she thinks the way Andrei talks to Elizabeth is horrible, but she doesn't remember calling him a horrible person. And if she did, she's sorry.
I think he can be a dick, and I'm telling you that. I'm being honest with Elizabeth right now, and I don't remember everything I said, but for me to say somebody's a horrible person, that's like not in me to say that.
When they roll the cameras back to the double date, it's clear Loren called Andrei a dick. No evidence of her saying he's a horrible person, though. Yet, Libby is holding on to the term horrible person, and I wonder why.
Maybe you're projecting hostile feelings.
Elizabeth says she can understand why plenty of people have things to say about her husband.
But for my friends in particular, I would hope that if they had any type of concern, they wouldn't take to talking me and my husband. They would just say it to me directly.
So she expected Loren to come on TV and not make her situation look even worse. That's what it sounds like. But it looks like Loren is sticking to the real in reality TV. That or she was never Elizabeth's real friend to begin with. Loren says she's pissed that she's being singled out when she, Alex, Yara, and Jovi said Andrei is a dick. But I don't think Loren understands that Libby's expectations were different for her. If they've truly been friends for the past 5 years, like they say they have, I can see why Elizabeth would single her out. I can also see why Loren broke what Elizabeth is calling girl code by disparaging her husband. After Andrei disrespected Loren at her own home.
The mom isn't happy, it affects the kid.
Like, where the money comes from your husband?
I make my money, don't even.
No, you don't make your money.
And that's not me saying Loren handled it well that night either. That's me saying protecting someone's image who hurt you is not an easy thing to do. Loren could have said way worse things about Andrei if you ask me, but she called him a dick. And so have thousands of people since we were first introduced to Andrei on 90 Day. His hostile and disrespectful behavior at times is not new news. But what Elizabeth is about to drop about Loren's husband, Alex, is. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I am seeing the resemblance between Libby and her brother Charlie so much right now.
I would never say that about Alex. No matter the that Alex has said about her or treated her.
Come to America and
take the microphone.
Earn your okay?
Yeah, when you mix tension with a splash of alcohol, the drama always comes straight up. I think it's safe to say it's guaranteed.
Loren and I have been talking for so many years. If you said that my husband's a horrible man, like, we're gonna have some words.
Oh, Andrei is gonna have Elizabeth out here with no close family or friends. No, let me restate that. Elizabeth, who seemingly takes pride in going to war for her man, who is in the wrong majority of the time, is going to continue to make her circle smaller and smaller by how she chooses to take up for Andrei. She's holding everyone else accountable in a way that maybe she should consider holding him accountable, if you ask me. From what we've seen, Andrei is the common denominator in all of Elizabeth's issues with other people.
It's true, you know, like we're a matter of discussion everywhere we go.
If she keeps excusing his behavior and accepting bare minimum apologies, like a grocery store bouquet of flowers and a forced apology after he lied about losing $75,000 of their money, she's not only isolating herself, but in my opinion, she is preventing his growth as a partner. I would think a healthy marriage isn't about letting someone stay stuck in their worst habits. Ideally, any close relationship is about being a mirror that says, I love you, but this part of you needs work. I don't know if she's trying to protect him on camera or what, but minimizing his behavior only leads to him embarrassing her more and himself.
I hate yelling, I hate fighting. I hate confrontation, trauma. I hate it.
Even though Loren claims she doesn't remember saying it, Elizabeth holds on tight to the possibility of Loren calling her husband a horrible man. So she ends up sharing with Alex and us something Loren told her in confidence about their marriage.
Loren and I have been speaking for 5 years, and she said a lot of things.
Okay, yeah, she did,
nice
and I know.
Andrei is talking about, yeah, she did, and I know.
Say anything that she said about me, you can lay right here. I have nothing to hide. Period.
I'm sorry, the fact that Andrei and Elizabeth are trying to compare Andrei's behavior to Alex's behavior is wild. Granted, we don't know what happens behind closed doors, and if anything harmful has happened, it's not excusable. But we do know that publicly, for 10 years, Alex has maintained a loving and respectful image as Loren's husband. And they're on a reality show. These aren't some celebrities who we don't know what's going on in their personal lives. No, we get to see a lot of their personal lives. Andrei, on the other hand, has repeatedly disrespected Elizabeth in front of the camera. Elizabeth and her family.
Say anything that she said about me, you can lay right here. I have nothing to hide. Right here, you can lay it.
You talk about her weight and how you body shame her. He's a horrible man and he's a dick, right? My husband would never talk about my weight.
Girl, I wish Loren made her way over there during this moment, because Loren has revealed she struggles with body dysmorphia. And I've spoken with Loren and Alex a few times about her relationship with her body. And granted, it could have been for cameras, but Alex, from my knowledge, has always been supportive. As a matter of fact, he was initially opposed to her getting the mommy makeover surgery. I'm curious if this conversation Loren had with Elizabeth was more so of a friend in an emotional state, venting about her insecurities and how she interpreted what her husband said, or if Alex truly did body shame her. Hopefully we'll get some clarity from Loren next week.
Elizabeth is saying you said that I body shame you?
Like, what the This could ruin a marriage.
It was a horrible one. It was horrible.
I saw this article the other day titled, "The Upside of Irritation." There was a quote that said, "There will always be factors in people that we cannot control. How we respond can determine the quality of our lives." That's something I'm really learning, or maybe just finally accepting at this point in my life. This back and forth between Alex and Loren and Andrei and Elizabeth reminded me of that. Sometimes it can be so frustrating when a person doesn't see a situation the way you see it. They might truly believe their side just as strongly as you believe yours, even when your side is backed up by facts. It's like, are you serious right now? In the moment you call someone out for their shortcomings or areas where you feel like they can do better, instead of taking a breath, reflecting, and asking questions to hopefully gain more understanding, some people get defensive right away or slip into victim mode. And it makes sense. We all carry pain, triggers, and reasons for being upset. But I've just seen some cases recently where it raises the simple question, do you want peace or not? Some egos are so fragile that they won't even take the uncomfortable but short trip of considering maybe, just maybe, they could be wrong. And that's okay. I am seeing now more clear than ever that at the end of the day, peace often comes down to how we respond to what we can't control, and that the ego tends to choose comfort over real growth and acceptance. And once the ego is in the driver's seat, peace is no longer the goal. Being right and winning is. Like I said, I'm learning this myself, to be more cognizant of my reactions and to protect my peace more. And sometimes that means letting someone think they're right and moving on. I've started journaling how I actually feel, saying exactly how I feel as I'm writing. And it helps get that, that stuck energy out. It's all food for thought, something to chew on. All right, 90 Day Fans fam, thanks for hanging with me. I will see you next time.